All right, so Valentine, how are you?
I'm good.
That's
Yes.
great. So tell us something about yourself. What do you do? What do you study? Are you working somewhere or not?
Um, I'm now in China and attend the online program uh, on Canada MITT College, and I just graduated from senior high school and do not work from now.
All right, so you're not working anywhere right now, but anyways, you are taking your classes from Canada, and these classes are online. But other fellows, your class fellows, are there in Canada, and you are studying in China, taking online classes. Is that so?
Yeah.
All right, and may I know about your educational background and where are you studying nowadays from Canada?
Uh, I uh, I just graduated from senior high school and go to college in Canada.
Okay. And when you applied for the Canadian, like Canada is an English country, so when you applied over there, what about the IELTS? Was it required over there, or you do not need it in online classes?
Pardon? Could you
IELTS, IELTS,
slow?
International English
Uh,
Language Testing System, was it required?
require what
I
system?
mean, if you want to get admission in Canada, Canada is
Yeah.
an English speaking country, and of course, you do not speak English in China. So, every
Yeah.
English speaking country requires a certificate that is IELTS. IELTS is International English Language Testing System.
Oh,
So, did you
yeah, yeah, yeah.
appear in that? Did you take that
I
exam?
yeah, I had take that exam.
All right. And what's your requirement? I mean, what in your country, if you want to study in Canada, what is your IELTS band requirement usually? Some people required six,
Uh,
7, 4. What's your requirement?
uh, our requirement is about the total grade is 6.5 and the single like listening like that should not be lower than 6, I think.
All right. And what was your band, by the way?
I I got the 6.5 and my listening and reading is 7 and writing and oral is, let me think, 6.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good score. I mean, which was also acceptable in your scenario. Now tell me, did you get any coaching from any IELTS instructor or did you do it yourself by watching YouTube videos or something like that?
Um, after I take the exam about 2 years ago, I had some classes, but before the exam, I did not take any class and just study by myself by doing the that book from
Hmm.
Cambridge. I if
Yeah,
I
I,
did not. Yeah.
all right, that's wonderful if you have done it yourself and you scored this band, which is not very easy for most of the people. But now tell me, from where did you learn this English language?
You mean where did I learn it?
How did you
In
learn it?
China?
Yeah, in
Uh,
China.
we we study English from the primary school,
Okay.
and we need to um, attend the exam every year, every every uh, yeah, and even though the entrance university exam in China need English exam.
Hmm. All right,
So
that's great.
every Chinese people need to learn it.
Okay, it's just like all countries. I mean, English is one of the compulsory subject which everybody has to learn because it's an international language. Might be because of that. Okay, now tell me, uh, what is the basic difference that you found in Chinese education system, what you were getting earlier, and in Canadian education system?
Well, um, as I just attend the class online and know little about Canadian learning mode, but um, I think that in China we just study for the exam and we learn all those things just for attend the entrance college or university exam.
All right.
But it seems like it did not take more you is not very useful in our life. But in Canada, I attend that class. It's more useful in the life work or yeah, you know that. So that's the differences, I think.
That's great. Okay, so when we go to Canada, when we go to these countries over there, we see that people are financially independent. Even students are independent on their families. I mean, they do the jobs themselves and they manage to earn the school fee and all their expenses, their living expenses, their food expenses. So everybody is doing that way. How does it go in China?
Well, in China, I think usually do not have so many people achieve the financially independent. Almost everyone just work and get the salaries like that.
And when you mentioned everyone works, so what is the minimum age that a person can start earning? Is there any specified age?
Pardon?
I
I
mean,
do
just
not.
like in Pakistan, we have a rule that if a person is not 18 years old, he should not be engaged in any sort of work. He should not be. I mean, there are some specific rules for the child labor. How about there in
Yeah.
China?
In China, uh, when you are a teenager and below 16 years old, you cannot have any works. And when you are between 16 and 18, you can have the part-time job.
Hmm.
And they are the limit of the hours in a per week for the part-time job. And you can only do the part-time job for about uh, I do not know it exactly, but about 10 hours per week like that.
That's great. That's
And
great.
after 18 you can do anything you want.
Hmm. So from 16 to 18, it's going to be the part time, and after 18, you can do anything. Or is it compulsory that you have to do something, or still it's your own choice? You're 22, you're 24, and you're not working. So is it okay? I mean, in the
Yeah,
society, yeah, it's okay.
yeah, it's okay.
Hmm. And how does most of the people do? Do they start earning from the age of 18, or do they wait for 22, 23-year old
Well,
on
I
average?
I live in I live in China. I live in Beijing, the capital
Okay.
of China,
Hmm.
and the person that I know
Hmm.
always attend the entrance university exam and go to university after graduated from university of or just study more years and then go to work earn some money. But
All
as
right.
I know, in some small cities in China
Hmm.
there are so many teenagers that
Hmm.
after 18 they go out and find some jobs and do not attend the university. Uh, yeah.
Okay, so I mean, Chinese are everywhere, all around the world, and we have seen they are more workaholic. They are more dedicated towards their work. How did they get it from? Is it from the environment they all are living in? They all were living in China, or is it the education system, or is it the government who is indulging them in a way that they should be more productive and they should be more hard worker?
Uh, I do not understand clearly. You want to
Okay,
ask? Yeah.
Chinese are more industrious. They are more
Yeah.
dedicated toward the work.
Yeah.
Other people are not. I mean, if you talk about other nations, I have seen Chinese, they are more into the work.
Okay, I get it.
So how do you get this? Is it because of education system? Is it because of the environment, the society? Everybody is doing this thing. That's why you all are like this. Is it because the government is indulging you guys in a way that you all should be paying more attention to work?
I think it's part of the culture. I think
All
the
right.
culture effect. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, in Chinese culture, that people should be hard work,
Mm.
and it's a great personality. Or if you work hard, you will be praised. And from your childhood, your parents always told you that um, when you grown up, you need to work hard and you need to earn some money and you will be happy. And I think it's the culture.
Hmm.
And I think other is the society. And
Okay.
now there is a new world. It's very popular in China.
Evolution.
Yeah,
So this
yeah.
is
It
quite.
means
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, it means that like everyone around you is very, very perfect.
Hmm.
And if you not get perfect, uh,
Hmm.
you maybe you get 90% of grade, and all the people around you get 95%, so your
Hmm.
90% grade is not good, it's
Hmm.
bad. Yeah,
Hmm.
so in China this is very common, and it push you to work hard. If you don't
Hmm.
work hard, you will be you will be left by
Hmm.
others, by
Hmm.
your peer.
That's great.
So
That's
this
wonderful.
time, yeah, this time shows in the school. It
Hmm.
began in the school, and so after we get into the society, into work, it's still there. So I think it should be the explain about you
Hmm.
say that Chinese people are work very hard.
Yeah, true, true, true. All right. And how do you think the education system, I mean, in your education system, are they teaching you the skills which are really needed? And are they teaching you the financial management, just as you said that in China, your parents are telling you that you have to work hard, you have to make more money, and then you will be living a happy life. How about the financial management? Are they teaching that in schools and other skills and
Uh,
all?
as I know, in the 12 years from primary school to senior high school, the the school did not teach it at all.
All right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think in university you can choose your
Hmm.
class, but it's still not the necessary class for us that everyone should take.
Hmm. All right,
Yeah.
all right, all right. So now tell me, what do you know about financial management? I mean, managing your finances and all.
Yeah.
What's your definition about financial management?
Yeah, I like reading books, so I read some books about financial management.
Hmm.
There is some book, I don't know the translate name is read that the rich dad and
Poor
the
Dad, Rich Dad and
poor
Poor
dad.
Dad, Robert
Yeah,
Kiyosaki. Good.
yeah. I
Hmm.
had read the
Have you
book
read
like
that
that.
book?
So
Hmm.
yeah, I read that, and the other book is called about a dog
Hmm.
name what I do not remember, but a
Okay.
very famous book, and it's all about the financial management. So I know some about like you should not put all your eggs into one
Basket
bullet basket. Yeah,
or bucket.
and and also you need to divide your 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 money into parts with like a pie chart. Is that the name? That some of it should be saving and some of it should be go to do some uh fi-
Investment?
yeah, investment. I remember that word. Yeah, some of it should be go to do some investment, and some of it should be paid for your daily
Expenses?
cost.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Expenses?
and I did not know many about it, just
Hmm. A
yeah,
little bit.
little about it. Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so now tell me one more thing, that financial management is not something which everybody knows. Just as you were saying that whenever you get the finances, you have to spend some part into saving, some part into the investment, so that money is making money itself, and some of part
Yeah.
of that would be the expenses part. Who teaches you that over there in China? Is it the parents? Is it the society?
No, nobody teach me that.
Nobody teaches. Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean it's the same scenario we are also facing over here in Pakistan, that no one is talking about financial management. No one is. I really liked that thing what you said, that if you are making money only, then you are going to have a happy life. But in our education system, even they are not giving much of the value to the money. But at the end, we have to make money. We have to make it so that we should survive better in the society. So it goes like that. Okay, now, just as you were saying that in China, people are more industrious, more hard worker. Now, my question is, what is that hard work? I mean, there are so many skills, there are so many fields in which people are doing their work, they're working really hard, but they are not getting in return what they should be getting. How about that? Because not every field is, for instance, if we talk about a carpenter, he's working really hard and he's not getting rewarded by the society or financially. Same as there's a person who is working really hard on an IT field and he's making a lot, and people also acknowledge his work hard. So when you mention the work in China, they teach you that you have to be the best. I mean, you should be scoring 96%, because if you're getting 90%, that is a high number, but might be there are people who are scoring 95. So you should be struggling for 96 or might be 100%, so that you should be better. You should become better. How about that hard work in different fields?
Uh, hard work. I think in China it seems as you should be do that.
Hmm.
You know that if you don't do that, you are a loser or something like that. That
Hmm.
everyone should need to work hard. It's the basic
Hmm.
for everyone, and we do not see it as that we work hard, we can gain more. It's, it's, uh, it's just if we work hard, we can get money, not
Hmm.
get more money, you know that.
Hmm. Hmm. So what is the source of getting more money in that case? If you're working hard, you're getting money. You're not getting more money.
Yeah.
You have said it, you've explained it in a beautiful way. But now the question is, what is the key of getting more money then? It's not the hard work
uh
itself only.
well, in my opinion, in China, that you you have the better opportunity, you have the higher like understanding of of the knowledge, or in China it's very important to have a good relationship, you know
Hmm.
that in the workplace.
Hmm.
So work hard is to earn more money is just related with those things, but not work hard.
All right, now I want to ask you about Chairman Mao. I have heard about a lot about him, but I don't know much. How do you guys take it? How do you guys take him in your life, and how do you take him as a leader?
It's a hard question. Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
let me ask you first. Like, let's take it step by step. My first question is, I heard it once that in all around the world we always consider that who which should be your university, in which university do we have to study. But in China and Japan, I heard it once, I could be wrong, it's not about selecting your university, it's more about selecting your mentor.
University now.
Universities, okay. Okay, now tell me about the leadership. I mean, there is a chairman Mao. I consider he was the person who took China into the real brightness. What were few rules made by Chairman Mao, and how do you take it, and how does everybody in China takes that? If you would like to share it, the basic beliefs that took China towards success.
He is very great, and he led us from the uh, y- you know that the history that for
Hmm.
China that years, and with all respect him. Now we are still respect him, and it's just a respect that now in China, the teenagers they do not know many about him.
Hmm.
Um,
Now tell me one more thing. Like in Pakistan, every book that we
yeah,
study over here are in English. So we are concerned about two things. We have to be worried about the content written over there. And number two, we have to be concerned about the language. Just as you are speaking a second language right now. So you are concerned about two things. What should be the content, and what and how I have to say that using grammar, using vocabulary. Same as English is a problem for the people who are not the English speaking nation, for the people who are not the English speaking people, in China, whenever you are studying in your colleges and the schools and universities, books are in Chinese language or are in English.
most of schools are using Chinese language,
All right.
and there are some schools for student
Hmm.
those students that want to go abroad and go to study, and they use English language book.
All right, all right. But while you guys are studying in China, so it means every single book that you want to read, there would be translated version of that book would be available over there in China. Is that so?
Yeah, yeah, yes, it is.
Okay, that's great. And what is the, I mean, how much you guys are into studies? What do you see the nation, the youngsters, how much they are into the studies? Do they prefer to study, or they just want to get away from it?
It's kind of same as Pakistan that students do not like study. They think
Hmm.
it's very pain to go to
Hmm.
school,
Yeah.
and the reading habit is depend on the family. I think
Okay.
that in my family that we have the reading habits, but at the same classes from the like the same family background, the the other student they do not have any reading habits, and
Hmm.
it's more common that do not have reading habits.
All right, all right. And tell me one thing. I mean, the corona thing, it's over from China. I mean, you guys have controlled that by following the SOPs, by following the rules and regulations being governed by the government. It's eliminated already, or it's minimum already. Is that so? It's under control.
Well, I can say it very proudly that they are not single that how to say the
Patient,
word
patient.
yeah, in China for about half years I think,
That's wonderful.
and we everyone between 18 to 16 we have get the vaccine for free,
Hmm.
and I had it about 4 months ago,
Hmm.
and now almost everyone get that vaccine.
That's wonderful. Now tell me one more thing, just as you are COVID-free country right now.
Yeah.
How now? I mean, who is more? What do you think? Who is more responsible to that thing? How did you do that? How did you achieve that milestone? Was it because the government who forced people to follow on SOPs, follow the rules and regulations so that Corona, the COVID, should not spread? Or was it the people themselves? They were putting their effort. They were willing to listen to the government. How did it go?
I think it's not should be called force, that
Okay.
the government take the rules that um, that the when the COVID is very more
I
in China. Yeah,
okay.
that that you know that I know that in foreign country that they called it Wuhan
Hmm.
Wuhan
Hmm.
virus. That,
Hmm.
as you know, that it first explore is that word, right, in
Yeah.
Wuhan. So
Hmm.
maybe just about a couple of days that the government said that the government shut down the city. That it means no go out, just entry, and just
Hmm.
entry for the doctors and the volunteers to
Hmm.
help it. And and after uh, and they rapidly built a hospital in Wuhan just
Hmm.
for COVID.
That's great.
Just about 90 days.
Hmm.
And after, and when the COVID getting more and more not so, the government said everyone should take masks, but there are no not some. If you don't wear mask, you will be force you to do that.
Hmm.
But everyone in China, I think, they are they are afraid to get it. So
Hmm.
they, due to protect themselves, they all wear masks. And
Hmm.
until now, we have the habits that
This thing shows that your nation is really disciplined. I mean, your nation has
this
discipline.
you you want to know my opinion about the this 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 thing, or
Hmm.
this, you like you said, discipline of our country.
Hmm. Hmm.
You want to know my opinion about that?
Hmm.
I think it's great, especially shows through the COVID, that that is shows very clear that we are COVID free country, like you say.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think it's useful,
Yeah,
and
it's
it did
useful.
not. And 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 maybe I know someone will think that Chinese people do not have their own opinions, so they just listen to the government. But I don't think like that. I
Hmm.
think they the government give us the information about COVID, and we see it, and we think about it, and we thought that is kind of,
Hmm.
we don't want to get it, so we uh choose to do like that.
Hmm.
So I think it's great. I I like this point of my country.
Yeah, that's great. But my question is also, how did you guys develop it? I mean, this
Develop.
is developed. How did you guys build this thing in yourself? And you said something like there are people who take it like Chinese people are not thinking, they only follow what government says. This is also good. This is also good compliment, by the way. This is also good remark for you people. Uh, this is what we call discipline. How do you guys trust the government so much? Uh, is it exactly like that you follow the rules more and you do not improvise it? You do not give your own what do we call to that? I mean, Let me find out the easy word for you. What I was saying, that you said a beautiful thing. I really like that. It's another sort of compliment, a good remark for you guys, that you guys do not you guys just simply do not think, and you just simply do whatever government is saying. This is also something good, because most of the nations are not doing it. Government is complaining, government is requesting to the nation that you should follow it, and people are going against the government. They are not willing to follow, they are not willing to understand what they are asking for. So this is also, and why did you say that? I mean, why people say it? What do you think?
Why people say it?
Why people say that Chinese people are not thinking and they are only doing whatever government is saying? You just said it. Why?
I don't know about it. Maybe they do not the maybe they do not know more about Chinese, and
Hmm.
they still have the stereotype about
Hmm.
Chinese people. That
Hmm.
as you know that Chinese people we need to use VPN to go to Google, go to
Hmm.
yeah YouTube. That's
Hmm.
so it 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 didn't it also let the foreign people do not know more about Chinese people.
Hmm.
We
That's
can't
a good example.
send the information out, the so um, I sometimes see some foreign news that still have the same stereotype of Chinese.
Hmm.
Yeah, but we
Hmm.
are not like that.
Hmm. That's good. That's good. And now tell me, the way you were saying that uh, whenever you have to go on Google, you usually use the VPN for that.
Yeah.
It means you have everything of your own. You guys are not dependent on American system. You guys are not dependent on the softwares being made by other people. Is that so?
We use app stores in China,
Okay.
and there are many apps from foreign country that we can download.
Hmm.
Uh, like Zoom, we can download it,
Hmm. Hmm, hmm,
and
hmm.
just like Instagram, we can
Facebook
download it too. Yeah, Facebook, we can download it, but just if we are not in foreign, we are not using the foreign. Uh,
platform.
yeah, we do not use Google. We use a Chinese searching website called Baidu.
Do.
It's
Hmm.
kind of yes, I think it's kind of same like Google.
All
You
right.
just searching something, yeah,
That's great. Well, Valentine, thank you so very much for your time. It was really
yeah,
difficult for you to speak, for to understand, but still you manage your time for this interview. This really means a lot. Thank you
yeah.
so very
Thank
much for this. I know, I mean, it was difficult. I know that you were facing a lot of problem, but still you were struggling, and I really appreciate it.
yes.